Okay. Cool.
Um, but yeah, so,
Hey guys, so we're back. It's been a minute. We went on a short hiatus, aka 3 months. So we are just gonna get right back into the swing of things. But first, why did we disappear from the world when the world needed us most? I'm
well,
sorry, I'm just
the
kidding.
Avatar reference.
I guess we'll just say why each of us like disappeared individually, because I know that you had something to do first, and I was also like, oh shit, I actually got something to do too. Yeah. So, but we weren't not doing anything. We were like working on stuff.
Yeah.
We were doing creative stuff. We didn't like lose the energy or anything like that. I lost energy, but not for this. Yeah. Do you want me to say why, or do you want me to say why first? We got different reasons.
I feel like mine's like a shorter reason.
Yours is cooler. So.
Nah. So I was doing like a play,
Already
and
cooler.
so that took like up most of my time with rehearsals for like 2 months.
Mm.
So, yeah.
That took like a lot out of like right between when we were like finishing kind of like the last few episodes before this, and then like right before, because we already said that we were gonna like take off for that month until you got done with the play, but it took off like, I remember it was like, oh, you're having like back to back practices, and then your only free day would have been Sunday, which is when we record. So I was like, yeah, this is fine. But yeah, did that go well? Did you enjoy that?
Yeah.
Cool. You're winning, son? You winning prizes?
No, I didn't win any prizes.
Okay, cool. Me knowing nothing about theater. But yeah, that was cool. She's an amazing actress. One of these days I'm going to convince her to put everything that she's ever worked on the internet, and then everybody will know how amazing an actress she is. But yeah, that was why we stopped for like that first month. But also, I think I needed a break too, because I think Grimy Sea, which is like, oh shit, mine is kind of cool. The Grimy Sea was like also, Grimy Sea is like kind of like a band I'm in, and we were about to play somewhere, and I was getting stressed with all that a little bit, and so we were like working on practicing a lot, like like on Saturday, and so I'd go on Saturday to like practice in Nashville, and then I would like, is that too close to where we live? We're gonna get doxxed. Nobody's gonna know. And then on Sunday we would record, so it was a lot of driving. And I think that just kind of coincided. Plus, like we just started, so it was kind of fun to like think about ways to like get better over the time. And I think we both like we're continually working. I posted a little bit, and Alexandra's been like actively like working with the arc reviews and stuff, which I'm not gonna spoil. And the month after that was like I moved, and that was like a lot. And then Alexandra got swarmed with arc reviews, right? Yeah. Which like I said that right. The arc reviews. Mm-hmm. Oh, hold on. Yeah, so she got swarmed with arc reviews, and so we kind of just had to reevaluate a system for it, which I think we got a pretty good one now. But we just brainstorming stuff, and we set a date to come back, which was like today. So we're on time, we're on schedule, which is crazy because we planned that months in advance. But now we're back. Welcome back. Yeah, so we got updates on what we've been working on. Well, I guess I kind of spoiled your update. You want to talk about what you're reviewing so far? Can you talk about like which ones?
So yeah, I kind of have been doing a lot of arc reviews, and I think part of the problem was like why we needed to have the break is that I agreed to do too many or like requested too many, and so like I have it like set out with like how many I should get through the month.
I read one book in that time, so
is the book that we need to
get. Yeah. Well, I don't even think so. Was it?
Yes.
Okay, it was the book
because I was behind on the
Okay. Cool.
But yeah, so hopefully I can talk about that soon.
Yeah.
About the arc reviews.
And I was writing a book, but then I realized like the whole like structure of publishing and all that is not very favorable to like posting as a new artist or a new author, and it's very uh it's just more complicated than I thought before, and it's more about like can you pitch this to certain people with and like it's different routes to do it, but I would say that it's probably one of the least lucrative like careers to like pursue, and I'm not pursuing it as a career, which is why I'm still doing this. No offense to the book writers out there. I actually know a writer friend of mine. Shout out to Kobe. He'll never read this. He'll never watch this, or maybe he will. Hope he watches it. But he was telling me about like his work and how he was like working with that, and I was thinking, man, he's so dedicated, and I'm really about to just post some random words that I wrote like and then I read some other stuff, and I like reread my stuff, and I was like, dang, this is all kind of like a little sad. And so I started getting better at like writing structurally wise, and it's not like a lot of words. It's like trying to write less words that are like more relatable, I guess, and not as like they have to have a meaning and purpose to why they're there, I guess. And I got really far into it. I wrote like the chapters, and I had like the book name and all that, which I don't know. Nobody's gonna care if I like say what the chapters are called. Like one was called like Late Paper Dreams was the first one. I think the next one was like Egress, and then Ego, and then uh I forgot what the other few. One was like Unrequited, and then the last one was like Departed, I think. So it was like 6 chapters or something. And I was like really happy about how those sounded and like the cover art and all that. But I was reading through it, and I was like, there's not that much happy poems in here. Like why write something sad? You know, when like oh yeah, we're all going through it. It's relatable, but what's the point in writing if there's not like a you know not something to teach, but like some sort of like meaning to write it, like because we can relate in sadness and just be sad, but I feel like that's not really a great purpose for a book, just to be sad. So I was like, okay, if I went through something, I figured something out, then I would write a poem that kind of like echoed that a little bit. That's why I will take a lot more time writing it, and I have like ideas, and I've been talking to Alexandra and Nishay, and Nishay's a friend of ours, and she's a graphic design person. And so hopefully that'll get released at some point, but not really rushing it or anything. Sorry, that was really long. But yeah, that's what I was. This book update. All right, talk about each one of the arc reviews.
Already said what I was gonna say.
Really? You want to talk about which ones you're reviewing? Can you say which ones you're reviewing? I don't know how these work. I mean, I kind of do, but
well, I guess I can about one. I'll discuss one that I know is for sure have already been published. Because the point of arc reviews is like you read them, before they're published. So I did read Sorceress Comes the Call by T. Kingfisher, and I had read Metal and Bone, which is I mean, I liked it, I enjoyed it, but I didn't know if what I knew about that author is that a lot of people were like, okay, it's like either you love this author's writing style or not. And so I was like, maybe it's not for me. But I read it and I enjoyed it, and it's like a retelling of The Goose Girl, which is a fairy tale, which I had no idea.
The Goose Girl.
Yeah, I did not know that one.
That sounds scary.
Yeah, and which a lot of these they are, or what I believe of T. Kingfisher is a lot of their work is fairy tale kind of inspired or like retellings.
Yeah.
And so it was like a little dark, but I wouldn't say it's like
too dark. Like psychological kind of thing? Or like children's book, but it's like ironically dark.
Yeah, kind of more on that spectrum. But cool. Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. Like,
one day we need to like I need to like get photos of those and we just put them up, because I do want to read through the arc reviews, because that's kind of like your thing, and I feel like I want to like you talk about them a lot, and I'm just like, oh yeah, I want to like get my hands on those, but I literally just made a Goodreads account yesterday, so I'm just like I'm behind. I'm so behind. But yeah, that it was called what?
A sorceress comes to call.
A sorceress comes to claw. Are we like right here now?
Yeah.
Okay. Body. Sorry. So we're reading some books on over the break, the hiatus, I guess. And I guess we'll just like talk about some of the books. We have a little bit different structure for like the podcast now, where I think it'll be like a little bit more not interactive, but like more like fluid, because I really don't want to like chapter review every book and make a review like a whole hour long. So we just kind of like talk about, generally like what we've been reading and how far we've gotten into it. So however far we get into this book, I'll probably like put like a chapter, or like I'll just say how long it is. And then so this portion is probably going to be full of like spoilers if you haven't gotten to that point. But if you have read the book and you want to just follow us along, then it'll be basically like where we're at, and I guess you'll know our naive theories, or you'll be in there with us. Although Alexandra reads like a mile a minute, so I'm sure she'll be done before you. I'm gonna be the one taking my time, but so we have like what is it, like 6 books that we've been reading, which is like crazy. I haven't read a book in like before this year. I read like 0 books per year. And now I've like read like 7. That's crazy.
So we've just started this book, but we started reading. Huh?
You want to pull it out?
No, it's in there.
Sorry. Okay, never mind.
There.
All right, run it back.
So the most recent book we've been reading is Six of Crows, which we talked about, the Shadow and Bone series, which we both haven't read. I know the order is kind of like whatever.
Yeah. Well, technically, we did say we were gonna read Six of Crows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't really.
We said we review it next.
Yeah, from my understanding is like we don't have to like. That was my point. Is that we don't have to read it before, like, because it's kind of like separated.
Yeah, I don't think I could commit to a book without you like asking me about the book. Yeah, and that's we haven't gotten far in the book.
No, not at all.
Is to say we've spent 4 months. What is it when you procrastinating on like reading this book? But we finally did a little bit. I think we've read the same amount, unless you read more. I
probably have.
God.
But I can't like remember.
Okay.
I have to look at it.
No worries. Yeah, but it's called Six of Crows.
Yes.
Yeah, it's called Six of Crows. I know because I've read the book.
I've read the first chapter.
Yeah, we've read the first chapter. Initial impressions on that book, or should we like show the book? Or do you want to wait? Oh yeah. Okay. Initial impressions on Six of Crows. I'll probably put up a picture of it or something like next to us. But y'all should know that that's the last thing we're gonna read. I think it's interesting because it's not like, I know that there's magic, and I know that there's like, it's still like a young adult fiction kind of thing going on, but it's kind of set up like a mundane story. Like I remember like reading First Wing and stuff like that, and I was reading Mistborn earlier, and I was like, oh, there's a lot of like crazy stuff going down, but it's just this character, and the character is like, I don't know, I don't like him that much yet. I guess he seems cool. He's got aspirations that he can't reach. Is that the main character, or is that somebody else?
The guy in the first.
Yeah, the guy in the first, the guard.
I looked at the rest of the chapters, and there's like, I don't think there's any chapters in his view.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. He's not the main character. Yeah. He's just kind of, I like that though. That's really cool. Like it's just a setup chapter. I like when like you don't start with the main person yet. Like that's cool. Also, I'm not really used to like different perspectives in a book. Like usually it's like one person all the way through. But we read 2 books now. Well, I've read 2 books now since we've been on the hiatus that have like multiple perspectives. So that's like interesting to hear what people's thoughts are on both sides of stuff. You know what I'm talking about, right? The bad side and the good side. Okay, cool. I think you'll know. I'll bring it up in a second. But yeah, did you like the character, the first one that we followed? Like, I don't know what the significance of it is.
Yeah. I mean, I've watched the series, so
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of like, okay, I think I know
You've
where the
watched the series?
yeah, the because there's a Netflix show. We
What?
talked about this because
That's
during
crazy.
the Shadow and Bone unboxing,
Yo.
which they kind of, I think they, to my understanding, they combined this
Okay.
two storylines. So I think I know where it's going,
That's cool.
but I don't want to like get ahead of myself.
Okay,
You know what I
okay.
mean?
But am I right about like, okay, there's magic and it's kind
Mm.
of like they don't use the magic that much, and it's like Harry Potter where it's just
Mm,
useful and then they fight with it a little bit. Or am I tripping?
I mean, I would say you're on the right track, but I think it's more use
Okay,
than
it's more okay.
abuse.
The magic doesn't feel like magic because he's like, oh, if you don't know it, you probably do because I'm the only one that doesn't know things. But there was like a dude that the guard saw in his room, right? Older dude, and he was just sick, and he knew something that the guard didn't. He had his window open when the guard was like, "You can't have your window open all the time. The king doesn't want it." You know what I'm talking about in the first chapter, of Six of Crows, when they were like,
Yeah, they were
yeah,
talking about some other, like he went there to be like a whatever, some
yeah,
stupid like
yeah,
guard thing, but they were talking about the other guy, Yuri, I think.
yeah. I'm talking
Yeah,
about him. He was
yeah.
like, "I don't care. I'm gonna die soon,"
Mm.
you know. And the same thing had happened to somebody else, so they're getting their power siphoned. They're getting their energy siphoned. This special type of magic person is getting his energy siphoned to heal people in the castle. Are you avoiding spoilers, or you actually don't know?
A little bit.
Okay, cool. Okay. For our viewers' sake, I won't press any further. I will press further. I'm very curious about like what's going on. I feel is it a mystery book? Is it like a murder mystery type thing?
Um,
I haven't read the back of the book to figure out what
so
this is
I
about
would
yet.
say, well, I mean, I guess there's a little bit of aspects of mystery because like um the people that are in the book, like there's like a club kind of thing going on, and then there's a heist.
Like an
So
Illuminati kind of thing going on.
mm,
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't say
Okay.
that, but they're like, okay, this is money, so we
Okay.
need it.
Okay.
um,
I'm excited. I mean, I'm literally like a chapter in, so I really don't have any perspective on it. And same for you. Um, but we are reading something that is like, okay, I was prepared to like be like, hey, I'm well ahead of you uh and flexing on you with two whole books ahead of you. And just like Iron Flame, I think you've shown me up again. Do you want to introduce what those books are since you obviously know more than I do?
so we started the Bloodsworn saga by John Gwynne, and the first is that that
Mm-hmm.
series is the Shadow of the Gods, and which we had agreed to read.
Mm-hmm.
I think the last podcast we recorded, and so I was behind on reading that, and then Auty read the second one, The Hunger of the Gods, and then
I was pretty proud.
I got a hold of the arc for the last book that comes out
Mm.
soon in like October,
Can we show
November.
the one that I have or
Yeah,
okay, cool. So
it's in the middle.
no, okay, here it is. So this is the did I bring the other one? No, I didn't. Oh,
The,
this is the Hunger of the Gods.
yeah, that's the second
Yeah, this is the second
arc.
one. She's thick.
So I've read the whole thing now. Um,
Okay.
uh,
I read this one too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, all three of the books.
Yeah, okay. There you go. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I had heard a lot about John Gwynne as an author, and like this is more like an epic fantasy than like
Yeah.
the romanticies we've been reading,
Yeah.
and so
Oh,
like
there's so many things I wish we could have talked about on the cast.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was excited to get into that, and then I liked it a lot more. Like there's a lot of battle scenes because
Mm-hmm.
it's Vikings like inspired, and the author I believe is an actual like Viking reenactor,
Oh wow, I didn't
and
know that.
yeah, and it the battle scenes I thought were so like
Yeah,
visceral
they were
that
good.
like I felt like I was in an episode of Vikings.
I don't know how people write, like a lot of authors write, but I've read like a lot of books recently, and I've read some in the past that I just think John writes a lot different,
Mm.
a lot more different, not more differently, more different. He doesn't write like most authors do, because like the first like the first like lines are about like, and the first lines in Shadow of the Gods is about I forgot what her name is, the Orca
Mm.
and her kid, and ooh, can't remember that dude's name, Thorin or something like that.
Oh, I think it's Thorkel. Thorkel,
Thorkel.
yeah.
You. Thorkel and Orca have a kid, and they're like training this kid to hunt, and it's really cool to see how he talks about what's going on, because he doesn't say whisper. Like he'll say Thorkel breathe words of affirmation uh, through prickly hairs, in his beard at whatever, Orca's, you know, enraged, kind of, she's mad at her kid for not doing something, and it's just like he doesn't describe what's going on by like what's going on, but by like actions in the. He just gives actions to things that are in the area. So it's just very interesting way to hear him describe things. Like I would listen to him describe anything for any amount of time. It's just very nice to read and to listen to, because I did read it. I did listen to the audiobook, and that's really good. I don't know where I read it. I think it was on Spotify. The voice actor is great for all the characters. Really great. And I guess that also kind of brings me to like Orca as like, and a lot of the women in this, which
Mm.
is like, they're like, it's just like brutal badassery coming from everybody for sure. But Orca is my favorite character so far, because you read the whole thing. But Orca is my favorite character. Speaking of which, I guess I'll just ask you what your favorite character is, and then I'll rant about Orca later. What's your
I
favorite
would say
character?
it's Orca too for me.
Okay, cool,
Like,
cool. Just making sure. 7 foot tall, ripped, you know. Okay, this is gonna spoil stuff. Let me not. I don't know. We read the whole book. If you don't want spoilers, I've already told you where to skip to. But yeah. So 7 foot tall giant of a woman married to like a mountain of a man, and she's like, I didn't get it at first when he was like, I couldn't beat you in an arm wrestling contest. When I was like, that's your wife, and you've already been like, they described Thorkel as this huge hulking dude, and then I get Orca's like real strong and stuff, but like it's not what I typically think about. Like, a warrior woman. I think that she's like gonna be like able to kill people, but not like bulking, And Orca is that, and very loving, and a very loving mom. Like Orca is the best character that I've read so far, hands down. Period. I don't think I've read a lot of books, but Orca is just like, I just think about her struggle and her like determination so much, and she's so wise and so ignorant, like with how she like approaches situations. Like she had to have those two kids, I'm not gonna remember what their names are, help her out with uh fighting and finding like some like strategy, because she's really bad at like coming up with a strategy. I think her thing was just like, I kill people and ask
oh,
questions later, you know
Leaf and
oh wow, okay, nice.
I can't remember the brother's name.
It wasn't even close to Leaf with the brother. The other one was like completely different.
It's like it starts with an M. I know it's like I want to say it's like Mort, but I feel like it's wrong.
Maud?
No, Mort. Like
No, I know, but like maybe Maud. I feel like I've heard that word
nah,
before.
I don't think so.
Uh,
Maud's like more of a woman's name.
yeah, you're right. But yeah, no, I thought that they helped a lot with like the two characters, Leaf and his brother. Rest in peace. I think they helped a lot with Orca getting to her goal, even though she was like very one brain. She was like, she's only calculated when she's fighting. And I thought that that was really cool to see that even though she's like that, she can definitely take on a bunch of people. Wait, This might be spoilers, but did she die
Orca?
at the end of Shadow and Bone? No, the Hunger of the Gods.
Orca?
Yeah,
No.
she's still alive. Okay, that's a spoiler for me. But all right, cool. Because she got that spider attack thing, and she found Brecca and gave him away to Leaf, I think. Damn, this is we need to. Okay, we're gonna do a review on this book. I've decided. You want to do it? You want to do a review on this?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We'll do a review on the series as it. Oh, series review is crazy. We made it so far. Anyways, yeah. Okay, next thing been talking about. Actually, you want to talk about Fury of the Gods because I'm curious.
Well, the thing is, I would not want to spoil anything.
Okay.
Because that's kind of like how, like, listening to you talk about, I'm like, okay. Because, you know, like, things get muddled, and I read them, like, back to back.
Yeah, I know.
So,
yeah. Okay, we don't have to, but do you think it was? Do you think it was stands up to the other two books?
I mean, I want to say that the first one is my favorite.
Oh, okay.
But I was worried, like, you know, not getting the ending or like a not clear ending, you know what I mean? Like how some people do. It's like up to the reader, kind of. But I feel like it completed what I wanted it to complete.
Cool, satisfying ending.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. I like that. I think the second one's my favorite, just because I expected them to meet up like early, like I expected them to meet up halfway through the book in the first one, and they didn't, and I was like sad because I was like, okay, I can't. But I found there's another book out, and I went and got the second book, and I found out that they met up. You know, they made up at the very end of. They didn't. They were still traveling different places. They still hadn't met up until very. They don't meet up like the characters, the three characters that are main characters. They don't meet up until very late into the second book, and they don't all meet up at the same time, which is crazy. I take it back. Who's the soldier dude? The one that used to be a
thrall.
A thrall.
Varg.
Varg is my favorite. Varg is my favorite because he's like, but you know, what's her name? The third. Elvar is also pretty cool. She's not my favorite, but she is cool. It's just three unique characters that are really great. Varg is my favorite because he's like, so nice and sweet and innocent, you know, and able to rip people's heads off. It's great. I love Varg the most. But Orca's the coolest one, for sure. Most stoic, and Elvar is just like me if I was ever to be put into this place and I had like all the, you know, strength and like determination that she did. I'd probably just, you know, be having fun with the homies. Like I mean, she's obviously doing cool shit, but you know, she's the youngest, and I feel her story the most. Yeah, sorry I derail. I just remembered something, but yeah. Next book. What does that say?
This is Mistborn.
Oh, Mistborn. I'm reading James Patterson's Mistborn, and it's good. It's really good. You haven't read that? Oh wow!
That's not James Patterson. Brandon Sanderson.
Is it? Yeah, you're right. Not James Patterson. James Patterson makes something else. Yeah. Which one's James Patterson's books?
Oh, there's a lot.
I know he's written a lot that I've probably was that the Maximum Ride dude?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay. But Mistborn, is it even up here? I know I have it.
See it.
Hold on. Mistborn. That's what that book looks like. Who wrote it? Brandon Sanderson. He's cool. I like how exciting it is so far, and the characters are similarly different main characters. I'm reading this one because Brandon Sanderson has an order that he wants the people to read, and I watched a video of him saying that you should watch it in this order, and it's literally just a release order, and I was like, okay, well that's a little much, but all right, whatever, I'll do it. And so I'm doing it, and I like Mistborn a lot. That's all I gotta say about it. I mean, I can't say anything spoilery about it to you because you haven't read it, but it is pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah, I haven't read it. I've only read one Brandon Sanderson book, Trust of the Emerald Sea.
No, that's Earthsea. Sorry, never mind. Yeah, I was recommended to read Earthsea as well. I know it's not on the itinerary, but this book is also supposed to be really good with like with the way that they talk about plot and action, everything that's going on in it. And they're like very symbolic with how they describe things, kind of like how John Gwynne is. So I got Earthsea as well. It's an older book though by Ursula K. Leigh Guin. Gwynne? Gwynne? Guin.
We're really bad at names, so if we
Gun.
pronounce anything wrong, sorry.
I'm not sorry. I tried my best.
You said first wing earlier instead
When?
of fourth wing when you were talking about fourth wing.
First gear, fourth gear. Top Gun Maverick. Yeah, okay, cool. That's pretty much all the books that we've been reading. I think we have books that we bought, new books that we bought. Do you have a book that you want to show, Alex? These right here. You go first.
Yeah, I don't know if I've already talked about this. This is Hera by Jenifer Saint, and I was lucky enough to win a physical art copy of this. And yeah, I've read 2 of her other books, and they're all really Greek mythology retellings. And I haven't seen like as important as I feel like Hera is, like she's the queen of the gods.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That there's not a lot of just like standalone books about her, I guess. So yeah, I really enjoyed this, and I posted a review on my Goodreads account.
Go check that out. Follow Alexandra on her Goodreads account.
Auty also has a Goodreads account.
I just made one yesterday. I have one friend follower. Did you ever follow me? Wow.
I sent you a friend request you haven't answered.
No,
yeah.
No.
Because it won't let me send you a friend request.
Okay. Maybe you're right. I haven't logged back on.
Anyway.
Okay.
I also wanted to shout this out because it did come out last month.
So, you just prop it up so they can see it.
Yeah.
Cover looks cool.
I'm not gonna prop it up.
Okay.
Just because of the paper.
They'll see it. It's fine.
This is like one of the books, like, if someone were to rob me, they would probably take one of these.
Oh, wow. Is that valuable to you?
Yes.
Wow. Don't mind if I do.
My birthday just this also came out actually like last month, but my birthday was
it's my birthday
last week, 2 weeks ago.
Swim. Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. So my boyfriend got me this book, which I really wanted, and I've read, it's Lady Macbeth actually by Ava Reid, and I've read The Study in Drowning. I think I've talked to Auty about this, but I really
talked my ear off about it.
Yeah. Anyway, I really enjoyed that book, and I haven't read the other 2 books she has out loud, but it was really cool because since this is a pre-order, I got this like cute little like print thing, and then it came with a. Do
you want me to hold this for you while you do?
Yes.
There you go.
Thank you. It came with a book plate, which is signed by Ava Reid, and yeah, I just think it's like really cute. Actually, can you hold it?
Yeah, I got you.
I forgot because since this is like the first edition, this is like the only copy that's like this. So it has this on the cover, a skull with a crown. And it's like, sick. Yeah, so only the first, and they're going into their second printing. Actually,
that's low-key cooler than the
cover. Like it did get a little smashed like through shipping, but yeah, so they're already printing their second edition of this book, so the second edition won't have this. That's cool.
That's sick.
So, and there's
wait, is there a cover on this thing? Is that a map?
Yeah, there's you can see it, there's artwork on inside. So yeah, I'm like really happy to have this edition. I also got the Owl Crate edition. It was Owl Crate's September adult pick, and Fairy Loot did a version, which is really cool. But
Oh, sorry. I got this
uh,
one. This is mine.
yeah, but I had already decided I wanted the original cover too
Yeah,
because I just think
that's cool.
the
Nah, that's sick.
pink with the old foil
Yeah,
and
very
thing,
vintage.
yeah, I like that. And it also came with a playlist, annotated playlist, and
Dang,
other art that inspired this book as well.
that's
So
cool.
the pre-order incentive was like really nice.
Comment if you have that same book and all
Yeah,
that stuff, because I bet you don't. Shout out to Alexandra's boyfriend. That was a real. That was a good gift.
yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
You want
uh,
to go ahead and go into some
let's both introduce this book.
Okay, well,
Sorry,
to give
you know
perspective,
more about it.
I
Yeah.
don't actually like. I only know that this book was like a popular pick, like when it came out.
Okay.
But I was gonna explain like what we went to do.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I don't remember where we still left
Okay,
off either.
so before we go to talk about our next book, what we had set out to do today before we started recording was to go to our local bookstore to specifically look for a Stephen King novel that he wrote during like his drug era.
Yeah. We
I
drugged out Stephen
yeah,
King's thoughts.
because I think I read somewhere that his first sober book was written in like 91 or something
Okay.
like that.
Was it a flop?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't
Okay.
read
He
that.
writes really. Apparently, he writes really good, but neither of us have read a Stephen King book.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I've seen like some Stephen King movies. Like I
Yeah.
haven't read like any of
I
the
thought about
books.
getting it, but it is like 5 books worth of pages.
And it's
Like,
pretty long.
yeah. And we went to our favorite little bookstore. Man, one day we're gonna, if we get like 100,000 followers one day or something like that, then I'm going to say what that bookstore is and where it's located. And I don't care. Y'all can dox me. I love that place. And I got the blood orange caramel latte. No,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. No, I got the s'mores. This is a tangent. I don't care. I got the s'mores latte that they had there, and if y'all know which one I'm talking about, it's so good. And it had 2 shots of espresso. Can you tell? And it was really good. I really liked it a lot, and the dude was really nice. They're always really nice, but for some reason we've been there like 7 times. I've never seen the same person work there. You ever notice that?
That's true.
But they don't like the cards are the same. Like I've looked at the business cards; they're all the same people. I think that they just like have a lot of staff and the hours are really short. Either way, really nice little bookstore. Don't read it.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Tangent. Yeah. Okay. What happened when we tried to find it? We were looking for a Stephen King book because Stephen King's a popular writer and we review books, so we should probably do one at some point. And also, we have a sci-fi book lined up. We have done fantasy and stuff like that. We've done historical. Well, might want to do historical fiction. I don't know. Would you say John Gwynne's book or they're like fantasy?
yeah, I
But it's
mean,
like kind of historical because it's based off of Nordic religions.
yeah, I would still say it's like a fantasy
Yeah.
kind of mythology inspired.
Okay. Well, there's a mythology book right there too, which we can also add to. I mean, we've done, but we haven't done a horror one yet.
Mm.
Even though we have 4 books that we want to read, so we wanted to start on a good horror Stephen King one. But
No.
yeah,
So
go ahead.
we ended up getting this book, The Eyes Are the Best Part by Monika Kim. And really, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know anything about this book other than it's like a horror book and that
And that they hyped it up to
yeah,
us.
it's been like I knew that it was an upcoming release or like a release people were excited for. It was picked as the Lumicrate um horror pick for one of their months, and when we went to the bookstore they have like staff picks and like that was there and they wrote like a nice little like
Yeah.
kind of paragraph about it, and then when we picked it up the cashier was like, oh yeah, that was like a wild ride.
Yeah,
Like
I bet you wrote the note too, though.
yeah, maybe
Yeah. And the note was like saying that like there's a lot of like what they say was unhinged at a lot of the time, and there was like.
I also think this was for one of their book clubs as well.
Oh, did they do
Yeah.
book clubs there?
They
Okay.
started doing book clubs.
we don't have the time to join, but it would be
Yeah,
cool
I
to.
think they're on like Thursdays or
Yeah, no, I
something.
couldn't do it,
Yeah.
but I would love to join a book club.
Mm.
Keep reading. Yeah. Whoa. I just read one of the reviews that said a deliciously disturbing dive into a mind warped by pain, anger, and a most unusual craving. Oh God, if
Ooh.
somebody eats an eyeball, I'm not gonna do well with this. Like I'll do well, but like I won't like. I'll be thinking about it too much, which is why I
Mm.
want to read a horror book. But yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, so we're excited for it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Um. Yeah, we like, already mentioned this, so I'm just gonna like
Mm.
bring it up.
Wait,
Um. Oh wait, he's
2
not
months
done.
ago, I got this book. I don't even remember what the books are, but it's the Dictionary of Obscure Sorrows, and I don't know why I got this, but oh, okay, I remember why I got this. Okay, these are basically it's a dictionary, like it has like a dictionary definition of things, but they're written in like kind of poetic terms, and I thought it was a cool concept. It's like wildred, and also I'm trying to like learn new words, so that's cool. It's like
Mm.
wildred, feeling the haunting solitude of extremely remote places, a clearing in the forest, a windswept field of snow, a rest area in the middle of nowhere, which makes you feel like you just intruded on a conversation that had nothing to do with you, where even the gravel beneath your feet and the trees overhead are holding themselves back to a pointed, inhospitable silence. And that's like the definition, which I thought was cool. I would just keep reading these all day. Anyways,
It's very crazy.
Harmony by Whitney Hanson. I don't even know what this book is about. I think it's just a poetry book, but I like. Oh yeah, I just like the poems in here. That's all. Hopefully, it'll end up being a good book. I don't know how it'll be, but I'll update if I ever read it. But also, there's a TikTok. She's a TikTok phenomenon. Whitney Hanson. Do you know her? Whitney Hanson.
Mm.
But apparently, she's on TikTok. Wait a second. That's her. That's the one. The one that we're talking that followed us. She followed us.
Sure.
Yeah. No, that's her, right? Like that's her.
I don't know.
No, that is her, 100%. I watched her. I watch her videos a lot. Like that's her. She's great. Like, oh my god. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. This is the person that followed us on TikTok. So we have a TikTok and we post stuff every now and then. And for a little while, it was just me and Alexandra that we followed ourselves on, I guess, or something like that. And didn't follow anybody else. But there was this one like ridiculously good poet that like had just like a really cool setup, and she wrote a really good poem that like really made me like feel a lot for it. And I showed Alexandra some too, and we followed her. And she followed us back, and it was crazy because she's popular and she's got a really good book. Yeah. Okay. Cool. This is the book. This book, please. Thank you.
So Auty mentioned this earlier about how we have a sci-fi book lined up, and we're hoping to start reading um, Red Rising by Pierce Brown, I think. And we're kind of like, I've heard great things about this book. Like I really don't know like specifics about this book, but I've just heard like people like rant and rave about this book, and I know there's like seven, so that was kind of like why we were kind of avoiding getting to
Yeah.
it. Like we definitely wanted to read it, but we're like, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
now we.
But I think it's good to have like a series book
Mm.
like that we can always just keep coming back to. Like I was thinking about it, and I really like that we have these books. And James
Brandon Sanderson.
Brandon uh, is one of those books that I was like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna get a series book that I can read. But I don't really think it's like a cool niche one. I would love to fall in love with Red Rising series. Is that the series name? Okay,
I think so.
yeah. So
Or
hopefully we can like start reading that soon. Have like a sci-fi like continuous series, because obviously we're gonna like finish these books within a reasonable time, but hopefully it'll take us a few years to finish
mm,
the Red Rising series. Have like one continuing thing, so that'd be cool. I think
mm.
that'd be really cool. Do you know what it's about? Like what the series is about? Like what the
No,
sci-fi is about?
I just said that I was like, I know I was like futuristic, I think, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's like all I
Okay.
know about
Cool.
it.
Cool. I like that. Like dystopian.
Mm.
Okay, that'd be cool. Yeah.
So we were talking about Six of Crows earlier, and I got like a box that I want to share with
Yeah.
you. I've already opened it, so like that would save like the embarrassment of me like also
Yeah. It's
like
fine
last
though.
time like
Yeah.
I had to get Auty to help me.
And now Audie's here to help whenever.
Yeah.
I'm just here to like watch and see what's in it because I haven't seen it either, but she has. So
You
it's
figured
a
it out.
kind of a reveal for both of us. I mean, it's gonna be a cool box, so I think it's fine. Like we had a whole like 3-4 months, and I'm sure you've gotten like 1,500 boxes or something. So it's cool to share it either way. And yeah, I think it'd be pretty sick. I saw inside. I peeked in. I'm sorry.
Can you figure it
Oh,
out?
yeah. Oh, okay. I
Thanks.
see. My bad.
Thank you.
Yeah, Miss Perez. All right. Not the ASMR. Hold on. Unboxing ASMR. Sorry.
Okay. Anyway, this is volume 2 Into the Grishaverse by Alocrate. So we've already posted a video of me unboxing that one. I was really happy with that one. There was a lot of cool stuff. It is a significantly bigger box than this one is. I think there was at least 7 items in the Shadow and Bone, and these are only 3. So first we have this mug, and it has it says Ketterdam Coffee Company, and has a little quote, proper fuel for proper thieves, and it has like this nice little top, and it's very similar to the cup that was in the Shadow and Bone, but that one was like for tea, so it was clear, and that had like a little what would you say, like where you put tea in?
Yeah.
It's not a
It's a tea
dispenser.
bag? No, it's
Yeah,
a. Oh.
there's a word for
Kettle?
it. No, not a
No,
kettle.
that's the kettle. Yeah, I don't know.
Diffuser.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
something
right.
like
No, I
that.
think you're right.
Yeah, it's like built into the top, which I
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
was pretty cool. So there's that. And then there is coffee, Crow Club blend. It is caramel flavored ground coffee. And you smell it. So
Oh, I see.
um
Love this fruit.
yeah, it has like all the creators. So the where is
Drink
it?
it
Yeah.
down to the dregs.
Yeah, it's yeah,
What are dregs? What are dregs?
I think it's a book like nod.
Oh, okay.
Um ew, wrong. Oh well. But yeah, this is made by Drip Coffee Labs, and the mug is made by Bluey Boo. So yeah. That, and then the other one is this little candle, and it is Cooper waffles candle, and it has scent notes of warm vanilla, Belgian waffles, maple syrup, honey, cinnamon, allspice, and hints of blueberry. And this is made by Lichen.
Liken.
Lichen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never use this word.
Poetry.
And limestone.
Oh wow, that sounds really good. This would make me hungry though.
I like the touch of like there's a wooden
Oh yeah.
instead of the wick, it's like wood.
It's wood.
Yeah.
If I lit it on fire now. No, I'm not gonna do it. I don't have anything to do with it.
So yeah, there's that.
I do have something to do with it, but should I do it?
Don't burn it.
Okay.
Oh, this also came with a little spoon for the mug. I don't think it has. I mean, it's literally just like a silver spoon. Like, there's no like added meaning to it. Yeah. So onto the books. This is Six of Crows, and this is No Mourners, No Funerals, which is I believe is like quote that they say in the book, has these nice sprayed edges, and it's also on the bottom too. Yeah. So this nice foiled edging there. Oh yeah, I stuck a bookmark into there.
From the other one?
Yeah, from the Shadow and Bone one. And there's this which is on both sides. If you want to
Hey, so our audio cut out again. So, well, this is the first time it cut out. But yeah, so we're just using our phones now, like how we used to. Should be different audio, but not too bad. But yeah, where did we leave off at? I mean, I guess you were the one who's doing this. I'm chilling. Huh? Oh yeah, I got you.
Okay, so we left off. We were showing off the dust jacket for Six of Crows. Yeah, so it has this nice like foiling, and then there's a little quote on the back, and yeah, and then here is the reversible dust jacket.
Is that a tank?
Yeah, and also on this one, there is the author's signature, and there's an author's note, which only, like, when you get a series from like Owlcrate, it's only on the first book. It's not on all of the books, but it's still pretty nice.
That's really cool. Have you read it yet?
No.
You haven't read it at all?
Well, I started.
Is handwriting bad?
No. I started because I got these after we had agreed to like start this book, and so I had borrowed Six of Crows from the library, and then this came in like a week later.
Oh, okay.
So I returned the other book.
I see. Well, I mean, like, have you read the author's note? Oh, okay. I see. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. And there's a little ribbon bookmark, which hopefully they'll start doing all of those soon.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
what's that? What's that book right there in your hand?
This is Cricket Kingdom. I put it that way so.
Oh yeah. No, my bad. Sorry.
So this one's like has the gold foiling, and then another quote on the back. We never stop fighting. That has like this, the inside of the hardback, and gold foiling again. Another quote.
What does the quote say?
When you can't beat the odds, change the game, which I think I like this hardback better than Six of Crows. And that's a little neat or reversible dust jacket.
Yeah, the skyscrapers and Six of Crows. It's crazy.
But yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, and so together has this little nice sprayed edges.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that it's on the front and back. I can't remember for Shadow and Bone if they included this sprayed edges, because sometimes it's just like the color
like on the actual
top.
book, or just the
no, like it'll just be like this, and then it'll be gray
okay.
instead of like
with
the design.
They've got it all the way across.
Yeah, which
That's
I think
cool.
is pretty cool.
That's very nice.
But I'm glad that they did Six of Crows, because Litjoy also has done this, and then they announced the third duology, Kingdom of Scars, I think it's called.
Hey, comment if she's wrong.
Yeah, I can't remember. But yeah, so hopefully Owlcrate would do that, and then people will have like the full set. Though I do know people weren't happy, or as much as happy as they were with Shadow and Bone getting this, because there's more items, and like the pricing, like this was kind of pricey for like only 3 items. So I get that, like compared to the Shadow and Bone, why people would be upset.
I did notice there's not like a lot of stuff in this one compared to our last unboxing, which did have like the whole table filled up, and now it's just like a few of those. Is that like something, like an issue people have been like complaining about?
Yeah. And like with the last box, I feel like there was more items that people use more, I guess. Like the bookmark, it's like this is from the Shadow and Bone, and there's like 3, and then there's like a book sleeve, and there's also a mug, which I get, like the mug, coffee mug, coffee, and then there's the tea and the tea mug that have the diffuser.
They kind of have the same items but less.
I think this one doesn't look as cool as the other one.
Sure.
But it's on theme, like the color scheme and everything. So I get that. But yeah.
Yeah.
I can see why people are mad. But
what's your favorite thing about this box?
The box.
Yeah. What's your favorite one of the three things?
What the three things, or like just the whole thing?
Well, you can't say the books.
I mean, I guess the candle, because the candle smells really good.
I was about to say,
like, and like I mean, the coffee smells good too. But I'm not really. I don't drink a lot of coffee, to be honest. I think I'm more of a tea drinker. Well,
no, I'm a coffee drinker for sure. I shouldn't be, but I am.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely drank more coffee during college than I feel like I do now.
Yeah.
That's more like I feel like with age.
I think I got more Red Bull during college. Now I drink coffee.
Yeah, no, I feel like I drink. I'm the opposite. I drink more energy drinks,
and that's on corporate America.
Yeah.
Sorry. Energy drinks are not good for you guys. Don't drink them. They're really bad. You should look them up if you haven't looked them up. PSA. I drank 13 in a week one time.
Oh my gosh.
Might have
that's a
little
lot.
bit of a heart issue.
That's a lot, Auty.
It wasn't like the small ones either. It was like the you can get like the 12 ounce ones, the 16 ounce one. I got the 16 ounce ones, and I drank 3 a day for like 5 days straight. But that's not including the weekends that I was studying. And then I stayed up 2 nights in a row. Then I would sleep for like a little bit on the third night, and then I would stay up 2 nights in a row to get the finals done and studied for it. But that was 2 years ago. So I'm good. But coffee's the way. Nah, coffee's also bad. So if you drink
see, I would like stay up all night, drink cup after cup of coffee, and then there's like a couple of instances where I drink.
It doesn't last
energy
long,
drink.
Like coffee
I know. But like at least I didn't really feel like my heart was gonna jump out of my chest. That's the thing.
I live for that feeling.
I did a show one time in college, and someone bought me 3 energy drinks and labeled it pre-show, intermission, and post-show. And I drank only, and they're like, NOS, like the energy drinks, how big they are. So I drank like half of it, and I was like bouncing off the walls like before the show. And
we should do that before podcast.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know how you thought I was gonna drink all 3 of these in one.
I wonder if they thought about that at all, because like, what the hell, like. Who is this dude, and why is he okay? Is he still alive? Is he doing okay? You can't say who it is, but
I mean, they're doing okay.
Yeah, they're drinking 3 energy drinks per show. That's crazy.
No, they didn't. They just got it for me. They're like,
they said you need this.
No, they're like, what do you like the drink? I was like, I mean, I like this energy drink, and then.
Oh wow! They're just trying to be nice.
Yeah.
Oh wow, okay. Oh, that's kind.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Little heart issue. There you go. But yeah, that was cool. I liked all the stuff. My favorite's the candle too, by the way. I don't know if I said that. But yeah, I guess that kind of wraps up our podcast. If you see anywhere that we can improve, find us in person. Don't tell us, because we don't want to know. We've been trying our best. No, I think we make steady progress as we go. I want to make sure that we do something new every time. And I think our format's getting more solid. I do think that we're doing pretty decent. We probably talk about what we have in the future too, if we have anything in the future. TikToks, more artsy TikToks, more podcasts, more reading.
Yeah, hopefully more reading.
Definitely more reading. We went through like 3, 4. Maybe 3 times more books, than we normally do. Like, there's books everywhere. Oh, also, these aren't all the books that we read. We took these books. I moved out, and these are my old roommate's books that she gave us. They're all romance novels. Don't worry. We don't only read.
They're not all romance.
Well, she said they were. I haven't read.
I think some of them are fantasy. Well, some of them are like the Maximum Ride.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, there's Fang. Okay.
Yeah, that was a series I never I knew about it, but I never read.
The Maximum Ride series?
Yeah.
They're good. They're really good. I got like 3 or 4 books in, and it was really good. Yeah, okay. Well, that's our podcast. Did you have fun? You good? Glad to be back? We did it. Catch us next time. You can Find us on TikTok. We're Late Paper Dreamers on TikTok. On YouTube, obviously, we're Late Paper Dreams. Hopefully on Instagram, we'll be more present too. That's Late Paper Dreamers. Late Paper Dreams on TikTok, on Instagram, right? Oh, you don't know. Okay, it's Late Paper Dreams.
It's either of those two. Yeah. If you want,
try your best to find us, please. Yeah. But yeah, let us know how you guys like the content. If you want to comment about any of the books or anything like that, leave a like, subscribe, do all that stuff, press all the buttons. Y'all have a wonderful day or night. Cool. Yeah. That was fun. See y'all next time.
See ya.